air conditioning?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, because you had told us the story, I don't know, a couple years ago
Okay.
about how your first encounter with air
I was
conditioning.
working on an ore boat. I was on it all summer long, hauled iron ore from Two Harbors to South Chicago.
Right, okay.
South Chicago in the summertime is one of the hotter places in the United States.
That's right.
It seemed like every time we got there, it was in the 90s.
Okay.
And this day, my buddy and I were uptown. I don't know why we were uptown. Was trying to get away from the heat of the boat, I guess.
Sure.
And it was about 95, terrible.
Okay.
And we walked by this theater, and it said the sign in the window. It said, "Come in and try our new air conditioning."
Right.
Well, this was something we had never heard of before.
Right.
So I said to Max, "Let's try that." I said, "That might be all right." So we bought a ticket each to see the movie and went inside. Oh my goodness. Walk off the street where it's 95 and they had the air conditioning way the heck too cold to
Sure.
start with.
Right.
But it was hard to describe what it felt like going.
Right, when you never...
Yeah. So, of course, we stayed for the whole movie. And then we get going back to the boat, and we had walked from the boat to this place, but we took a taxi back.
Okay.
So in case we were tight on time, we wouldn't miss that boat.
Did you know what time the boat was leaving?
Well, no, we had a rough idea, but didn't know for sure.
Okay.
You could guess from the different times we'd been there before how long it might take them to.
Oh.
So this time they had a especially good crew unloading, and they got it off faster. And we thought, we got out of the cab, and I see the boat is just going out of the harbor. Oh goodness! So we ran over to the coast. We took the cab. We took over there, it was a different place in the harbor. Got in the. Asked the Coast Guard guys if they'd give us a ride to that boat so we could catch it. It was it only went 8 miles an hour, the boat we wanted to catch.
Right.
So they said sure. So they chased after it with it, and then their boat wasn't fast enough to catch it.
The boat
Coast Guard's boat was not fast enough to beat 8 miles an hour. So the boat left without us.
Oh goodness.
Now Max says, now what are we gonna do?
Right.
Well, I said we have to go back to Two Harbors somehow, and I suppose on the train. That's the only transportation there was at that time.
Sure.
And it cost, I think it cost like $28 each to make a ticket from there to Duluth.
And this is from Chicago?
Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, neither one of us had that much money.
Right.
I had that money in the bank at home, but
no access to it.
yeah, and they didn't have, like you say, the technology now. I can just take out a credit card and do it.
Exactly, right.
But let me see if I can get this right now. My Uncle John had that money that I needed.
Okay.
And if I could explain this to him I had to try to do this with one phone call.
Okay.
If I could explain this to him, that we needed that money and why we needed it, and could he send it to us by express? They had a system to do that electronically.
Sure.
And which I finally did when I got a hold of him. It was a hard process. He couldn't understand why I was in Chicago in the first place.
Right.
Anyway, this other guy had a wife and 2 little kids, and another one on the way, and he was scared to death he was going to lose the job because we missed.
Oh, yeah.
No, I said, they're not going to fire us. It was during the war. They couldn't find any help.
Oh, okay.
Every boat was running short-handed because they couldn't find enough help.
Right.
So we got back to Two Harbors, and well, the captain wasn't happy with or missing that half a trip, but
right.
There's not a lot he could do about it.
Sure.
He said, just go back to work. And
so how long did it take you to get back?
It took 12 hours to get back.
Okay.
The boat took 3 days.
Oh.
So we were home a couple of days without waiting for it to come.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't think about how long the boat took to get back.
And it was in mid-July, so
Okay.
When I got home, my father was in the midst of making hay,
Okay.
so I got in on that.
Okay.
I thought I had skipped that for being on the boat for the summer.
Was your dad mad?
Huh?
Was your dad upset about?
No, no, he was
Okay.
happy to see me help with the
Well,
hay.
that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.